Hey guys, welcome to Nerds and Nuance. I'm Ian, and we are back with more Superman and Lois. Last episode, we got a bunch of bad stuff going on. A bunch of bad news. Lana and Sarah found out about Kyle cheating. Really bad for Kyle, because he stopped it. He's been wanting these things, everything with his family to work. Doesn't make what he did right. You should have done it. Big mistake. He admitted he made a big mistake. It's going to take some effort to patch things up. That's a huge break of trust. Jordan may be getting his powers due to the Kryptonite X, or X-Kryptonite, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called. It's either jump-starting his abilities or reacting differently with him because of his DNA. We'll see. Jordan is, I'm not sure if I said Jordan, but Jonathan is the one getting powers. Jordan's happy for him, though, which is awesome to see. He wasn't like, oh, great, you too. Now I'm just me again. But now you're like, dude, that's awesome. We should tell mom and dad. Jonathan doesn't like that idea, so that's going to come out in an interesting way. And there's the whole bit with the bizarre Superman who came here to protect, or to save his world and ours. Which, gotta say, wasn't expecting that, but that's the second time someone's come over from their world to save ours, so, save ours. Anyway. Is this a flashback to his world, or, I'm guessing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? What? I don't... Lana? That's a symbol.
What is it exactly?
It's an artifact as old as time. Born when our worlds split. Paired with its counterpart, it can elevate the possessor into godhood.
I don't understand. You came here, to this Earth, to destroy it?
To ensure I wasn't stopped.
By whom?
Let's just say I'm not as revered on my world as you are here, Kyle. Find the pendant and see it destroyed. It's the only way to make sure she can't use it to merge with her other self.
And if she does, merge, what would happen?
She would inherit enough power to send us all into oblivion.
What is going on?
Everything about this man is bizarre.
Huh?
Bizarre.
Oh. Well, maybe there's another reason he wants the pendant.
Jesus. God dang it.
He's still hesitant to share information with me.
I'm beginning to understand why.
Ma'am.
Over 20 years, Sam Lane never had a single problem with Superman, not one. You've been here for 6 months. And in that time, our relationship with this country's best defense system has deteriorated significantly. And an unidentified Kryptonian being took the lives of 2 of our assets.
Sending the Superman of America in to fight that thing was a miscalculation.
2 soldiers died. It was a hell of a lot more than a miscalculation. Today, you will represent the Threat Reduction Agency at the funerals of the fallen SOA members.
That'd be pretty cool. What's this? That's Candace's, actually. She got asthma, you know? She probably left it in my bag, to be honest.
You're starting tonight?
That's amazing, honey.
See, man, what I tell you, you just
He's not feeling it.
put your head down, work hard, have a little patience, and you get your shot.
Mommy, is Daddy ever coming home again?
I don't know.
I don't know, sweets. But I do know that your father loves you very much. Both of you. And he is always going to be around, okay? Honey, can you please help your sister get dressed?
Hey, you just missed Clark and the boys.
That was intentional, actually. Thought it'd be better if only you were here right now.
Uh-oh.
Why?
So the three of us can talk.
Oh, boy. Oh, shit.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Jesse wanted to be a hero, just like you.
She was. She saved my life once.
Mrs. Vance, I want to offer my sincerest condolences.
This is your fault.
Sir Commanding Officer, I take full responsibility for what happened.
I was wrong, and there's no excusing what I did. But I need you to know that I love you more than anything in this world.
How long did it last?
6 months.
Was she ever in this house?
Once.
Did you love her?
Will you help me?
I'll run up the chain of command and we'll reach out. What?
I have to go.
Sergeant!
Sir.
Find out where he's going.
Huh. All right.
Lucy? Hi, it's me, Clark.
Oh my god, he's exactly the same.
Hi, it's me, Clark.
Superman was in Russia, sir.
Russia?
Stopped an avalanche from destroying a small village.
He is never going to tell me the things that I need to know. He just doesn't trust me. Thank you, Sergeant.
What? What do you mean? Bruh.
Do you think that you would stay with Lois if she cheated on you?
I guess it depends
On the kids?
on what actually happened. I need to know the details of the situation first, and then make a decision from there.
Yeah.
You gonna go talk to Toy? Yep. Yep.
What can I get you?
Nothing. I'm not here for a drink.
John Kent,
Yes, Coach!
you ready to wrestle with some nasty gators?
Yes, Coach!
You ready to send them back to the swamp?
Yes, Coach! Let's get out there and kick some
I'm gonna go get my drugs real quick. Oh, Pops, what you doing? Is it gonna go on? Is it gonna flare? Nope. Oh, okay. Ooh. What? I mean, I know what's going on, but still.
Kid's got my arm.
Here we go.
True. I set two state records my senior year. Alright.
Alright.
Popcorn.
Alright.
Can I get anything for my girls?
I'll take a chili dog. Make that 2 extra cheese.
Yes! Lois! I love you.
Thank you for coming. It means a lot. And I just want to say I am sorry for how everything happened between us.
Me too. But it's okay, because now you know the truth.
Lucy.
What else do you need to know? Even your partner confirmed it. After she was drugged against her will, doesn't that kind of behavior concern you? Sometimes you have to show people the truth.
What?
Do you hear yourself? That is textbook extremist behavior. What else is she capable of? Allie's reputation was dragged through the mud. What other choice does she have? I'm guessing anything not involving drugging or blackmail.
Yeah, Timmy's mom caught him huffing some weird drug from the mines.
What do you mean huffing?
I don't know, I guess he was using an inhaler or something.
Oh!
Apparently all the kids in school are doing that.
There it is.
Like all the kids?
Oh, I'm not doing it.
Sorry for taking so long.
Simply ran it up the chain of command, and my superiors agreed the threat warranted immediate action.
Well, you can tell them I'll destroy the pendant.
The pendant isn't the threat that we discussed.
You are.
Is there any way I could just, can I talk to my brother for a second?
Meet me at my car after. I parked where it's dark.
I don't think this is gonna happen today, Chica. Oh, he is not happy with her.
You're using XK, aren't you? Who cares?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! That's where it... Oh god. Weakened, but you're still... Oh my god. No, this is not something he wants to do. Fudge. Sorry, sort of. Kinda pissed though.
I'm not gonna let you do this. I said lay off!
Boys!
Jordan.
What the hell's going on?
Don't do this.
I don't have another choice. I messed up, and it's not gonna happen again, okay? Whatever, man. Wait. How'd you find out? Timmy's mom found an inhaler. Apparently the police are involved.
Lois,
What's wrong?
It's Clark. He's been arrested for treason.
Where are they taking him, sir?
To be with his brother.
Oh boy. Oh man, Anderson, come on, dude. I know you're under a lot of pressure, guy, but like, for real? I'm glad that Lois and them know, or at least Lois knows them. They'll probably tell the boys, maybe. I'm assuming. I wasn't sure. I figured he was laying some kind of trap, but I didn't know if he was luring me. I don't think he would have put somebody else in danger. So, I mean, he technically kind of put the soldiers in danger by having them go against Clark, even though he was weakened by Red Sun. Okay. I'm wondering exactly what happened on the other Clark's Earth, where there was a similar situation there. And was he taking Kryptonite X? Like, what happened? Was he weakened because of that? I'm assuming he didn't always look like that. Why is Lana working with them? What happened? What happened on this Earth? It seemed like things were kind of flipped. Or maybe that was just the effect of the show, just kind of like really showing this is. I mean, even though we had seen the Bizarro Superman already walking by, so we already knew we pretty much knew that it was his world, but it looked like there was the newspaper that what the writing was flipped. And it seems that he had marked out, I could be wrong, just Jonathan in those photos. I'm just curious as to what exactly happened. Using yellow sun emitters. Okay. I didn't think about that beforehand. So the sun on their planet's red. That's interesting. Because I know that Bizarro Superman, again, everything about him is reversed, and so the red sun is what gives him power, yellow sun weakens him. That I had already known, or at least I knew that's how Bizarro normally is. I wasn't sure if they were keeping that. Oh Jesus! He had a better chance on this Earth than Clark did against the other soldiers. But I don't know. Maybe they were more prepared because it was a plan set against him. But And thing is though, he also went against a Superman, an SOA agent. I don't know if that's the right term. I know it's SOA, but I don't know if it's SOA agent. I wonder what events occurred where Lana became one of them. Just the stupid joke that or kind of joke / nod of like, remember, he was talking about how the bizarre version of him, and he was brushing his teeth, so she's like, what? And you're like, it's bizarre. Oh, like, God dang it, stupid. But kind of clever how they did it. I begrudgingly say, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work out. Like, one, he can't tell them where he's at because that could prove bad for them. I mean, he might tell them, hey, by the way, his weaknesses are opposite of mine. So maybe they would use the X-Kryptonite against him instead of regular Kryptonite. And now he's going to be with Tal. I'm wondering how that's going to work out. Because he was kind of hinting at that he didn't necessarily believe that Tal could change, but he wants to believe it. So I'm wondering if it'll just be Tal kind of like rubbing it in, or if it'll eventually lead to sort of a slowly budding friendship. I don't know. I have no idea. That seems a bit of a stretch, but who knows? If they do, I know the show will probably do it well. I don't think they'll just kind of like jump to it, obviously. And maybe that'll be kind of his way of like how maybe they can work together to get out of there, since he like has a better understanding maybe of how things work. But I feel like maybe Sam would probably have a hand in getting them out as well. Maybe, I don't know. And Sam might need, or Clark might actually need Tal's help as well in stopping this Bizarro, which is unfortunate. I didn't think we would be seeing. I don't know. I don't want to say I forgot about him, but I kind of did. I didn't expect him to have I didn't expect that we would have a run-in with him again. And it seems with Jonathan, things didn't quite go as. They went about as well as we probably expected to down the line. And Jordan found out sooner than I expected, though. I will say that. He saw the inhaler and then found out that Timmy got busted for something as well, a similar situation, and then figured out that it was I'm pretty sure Clark had probably mentioned to them that Kryptonite had been used as a drug to boost people. So he's like, oh, that's what's going on. He's not getting powers. He's using a drug, which it is affecting his mood quite a bit. And it doesn't help that he's also kind of had like probably a buried bitterness about like not having powers of his own. And I don't know if he actually. I feel like after throwing Jonathan, he kind of like, or Jordan, he felt bad about it, and then kind of was actually sincere in his apology and like, yo, it was stupid, and it felt kind of not great. I don't know. He seemed a bit, because he didn't see Jordan there yet. He just whenever Candace was there, he's like, you're seeming kind of quiet for somebody who, showed his stuff out there. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm not feeling it. Jordan, not liking Candace. He's like, you put my brother on this stuff. And he already wasn't too keen on her to begin with. He's like saying that to the other girl, I don't remember her name, that, Jonathan doesn't have the best taste in girls. But yeah, he really, really doesn't like her now. He has a very good reason to. And I hope she wasn't waiting too long in the dark spot where she parked, because I bet that he didn't quite he didn't go there. Probably was in the mood after that incident. But yeah, the police are involved now, so I'm wondering if they're gonna trace it to Candace and then maybe somehow trace it to Jonathan. They find out. I don't know exactly how that'll come up. Definitely, obviously Lois and I don't know about Clark right now, but Lois will find out eventually, if not soon, if like maybe next couple episodes, maybe, I don't know. I'm wondering what exactly is gonna happen to Timney, right? Like, it is something that's been being watched over, and it's not something they want out, and I'm pretty sure illegal. I'm wondering like what kind of ties that Sam still has, though. I know I'm jumping around again. I'm sorry, but considering the fact that he learned so quickly, like it wasn't like a couple days after, like they're not like suspicious of what happened to Clark, like why is he missing, what's going on, but it was just like, hey, he was just arrested right now for treason. So he still has some kind of. I mean, I'm sure that they would have informed him. Maybe, I don't know. I'm wondering if it's like he had just like they just reached out and told him, or I'm curious exactly how he found out. Obviously, he keeps watch on his family, so maybe that's part of it. Like he's just kind of checking on Clark or something. I don't know. Good that he did though find out so soon. But and I feel bad for them for the Lanes. They seem like they could be such a happy family, if not for Allie Alston and what she's doing. And I feel like in the end it's gonna work out. Like they're gonna Lucy's gonna realize what Allie's doing, especially when they kind of reveal it, because they're gonna have to like expose her and everything by the end of this. So I feel like that'll work out. One thing I'm a little worried, but sorry, one thing at a time. But like he's wanting to get his family to get back together, and he was looking so happy about it. And again, it's really cool seeing this Sam instead of what we've been shown countless times. Him always being just the worst, not being a great guy, great person. He's trying to like repair the relationship between his daughters. They were having a great time, and then of course Allie Alston was brought up again. It's just the unfortunate thing when a cult leader has their hooks into somebody, it's very difficult to make them see the outside of what they're teaching, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Like they're not seeing the issues, and they're seeing the immoral things that they're doing, the shady things they're doing, as they're deeming them as necessary. Drugging Chrissy. He's like, she needed to show her the way. This is how it had to be done. Like, I'm sorry, I don't. No, that's not right. You don't. That's not something you do, Lucy. If somebody had done that to you, I don't think you would have appreciated that. But maybe you would have. I don't know. Within this and her, regardless, definitely that's a sign of just how bad that Allie has influenced Lucy and manipulated her. She just can't see what's wrong with that picture. And we kind of get a little more understanding as to what's going on with her, that crystal. Apparently, if she merges with the other pendant, don't know why he would have. Well, he brought it so that I guess that Allie wouldn't. But Allie was for some reason in control of all this. They have the symbol of, it seems like, of Tal's crest. I'm wondering if Tal-Ro was the good guy on their planet, on his Earth, maybe, or seen as such, and then Superman was. I don't know. I want to know like what, because he says that he's not as revered. Is that the right word? Not as looked up to in his Earth. So I'm just curious as to what his whole situation is on the Earth. Now, what's going on with Kyle and Lana? Like in other shows, the way they would write this, I definitely feel like it would be kind of frustrating. No, I wouldn't say this is frustrating exactly. But, it's just more like kind of disheartening and just like you can't blame her really. And while Kyle, is like genuinely apologetic and regretful of what he had done, that's not something that you can just. I mean, some people maybe, if they're like, accept it right away, or they accept the apology, or try to mend things right after, then I mean that's great. But not everybody can do that. That's a deep wound that they have to take time, heal, and analyze their own feelings about the person after the situation, and the time that has passed before as well, before finding this out. Like, how do they truly feel about the other person, or are they like wanting to be together just to make the rest of the family happy? Like, well, I do believe Kyle does love Lana. She needs to take time to realize whether she still loves him, especially after this whole situation. Like, after she's been, apparently, from what Sarah said, he's been, he's just kind of like hurt her a few times. That's just, you need to take a second. He needs to be sure of who he is now. And she needs to be sure of how she feels about this whole thing. So, I don't know. They wrote this whole thing way better than I feel like other shows would, especially CW shows. That tends to be really. They seem to have an issue just kind of writing this sort of familial drama, or just any kind of drama that isn't like to deal with any kind of big bad or something like that. So, I don't know, I think they're doing a relatively well job, and it makes sense, like the point of, the way that each kind of character, like Lana and Kyle, are reacting and attempting to figure things out. So, she's not like full like, I want a divorce. It's like, I need you to move out until I can figure out where I am and how I feel. I hope it works out for everyone's sake. I mean, if she feels happier not being with Kyle, then that's something that she needs to do. I feel terrible for Kyle, but I mean, eventually he'll work it out. But yeah, hopefully it works out for everybody at least. I don't know why I kept thinking her name was Toya. I think I just forgot. I don't know, but Tanya. Small thing, but it's just like, I've been saying Toya. I'm sorry, last episode I probably said it the whole time. I don't know where my brain was. Tanya. That was really rough, the scene with the parents of the kids at the funeral. Like, that was like, you can't, like, I know I say that a lot, I'm sorry, but you can't blame her for how she reacted. It was her daughter. I mean, yes, she knew her daughter was, well, I'm sure any parent that has to go through that, it's heartbreaking and it's tough, and they kind of go through. Some may probably go through similar reactions, and I mean, you want someone to blame. You're hurting. You want to lash out. The one who you feel is responsible, who put their loved one in that situation, in that path. You want to blame them. I mean, she could have done so much worse. She could have killed him. She just slapped him. I do feel bad for Anderson. Like, I don't think he's a bad guy. He is not doing things the best way. I was kind of hoping that interaction maybe would have pushed him to maybe work with Clark more. But, I mean, yeah, Clark isn't trusting him, but Anderson hasn't really given him many good reasons to trust him. And he's like, hey, you protect America first, and it's like, I protect humanity as a whole. That kind of a behavior was definitely, put someone off. So, definitely don't feel like, he should have gone with the, hey, I'm gonna arrest you. Now, regardless of how Lana comes out of this, like in terms of how she realizes or what she understands of her emotions, her feelings towards Kyle, Sarah's gonna be a tough pickle. Like this, like her mother, and she's, you know, he's had a past of just disappointing them and not being the best example. So it's not put her in she's not in the best state to receive his apologies and to accept that he's changed. And she's also a teenager, so her, you know, I don't know, it's something, the way she is, it just seems very like snappy though. It's like like when she's upset, she's just like straight up upset. It's not really like a I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I'm thinking I'm saying this wrong. Maybe I'm just wrong. But like the line where she says he it's like he tricked us into thinking he's this good guy. When really he was just banging the chick. Well, he's not. I mean, he was. And he was cheating on your mom. Terrible thing. But he wasn't like, I don't know. She just seems to have very black and white kind of. Again, I'm not like justifying anything he's done in the regard of, you know, cheating on Lana. Like, he was in a bad state, and he's just, I don't really know what put him in that state, but, you know, things weren't going well. But that doesn't give you the right to just up and cheat. You know, if you don't feel like things are working out, you think about it, and you end things maybe, and then maybe start something with somebody else. But like, you don't just, I don't know. Regardless, I don't know, something about Sarah being just so is a little, I don't want to say frustrating, but I don't know. Something just seems a little much, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say, though? I don't know. It feels, every time she's in a negative state, it's just very much just super negative. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know how exactly we're going to deal with Clark being arrested. Other than, like, he could, about, you know, telling Anderson where Bizarro is. But I don't see that working out for us, or just the situation. I don't feel like that would make things worse almost. Another thing with Jordan and Jonathan and how that'll get out. I don't know if the police are going to be on his tail, or trail, figuring out that he's using as well, or he was. I don't know if he's going to still be using it after this. He might hold back just, until, things die down a bit, like any kind of investigation, since the police are involved. I don't know. I'm wondering if, I don't know, I don't think this is the lead, lead to Lana, like, joining the SOA for some random reason. I'm wondering if Tag will maybe he'll help Clark. I don't know. I feel like he would think this is wrong, because he looks up to Superman a lot. I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens next week. Very interested. Very curious. Very worried. But guys, that's it for this week's episode of Superman and Lois. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for more of my rambling and nonsense, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Nope, maybe not Patreon yet. I don't know, we'll see about Patreon. Working on that.